Hi everyone, welcome back to Sam's Gifted Hands channel. Today I feel like having a taste of Trini, so let's forge ahead and do this. So I'm going to make curry chicken, and that is drumstick. I cut them into pieces, pumpkin tal curry, and bus up shot. As you know, you have to clean your meat with vinegar and lime. I took off the fat, but you can keep the fat on. Then you are going to season your meat. I season the meat with salt, pepper, that is black pepper, some curry powder, and green seasoning, and I left that to marinate. After, I add some cooking oil to the pot, then some onion. I let that become translucent, that is a bit tender. Then I went ahead and add some peppers. This is habanero peppers. I don't have any pimento peppers, so this is what I went with. Then I'm going to add my garlic. I like to add my garlic last. After, I am adding the curry powder, turmeric powder, and cumin powder, and I'm going to fry that up. And I am frying the curry on low heat. I'll increase the heat when I add my chicken. I am going to add my water and continue to fry it up. And also you can add powders to water and mix it. You can do that as well. That's another option. Then I'm going to let this thicken, and that's when I'm going to add my chicken, my seasoned chicken. At this point, I am mixing the chicken with the curry paste, and then I am going to spread it out, cover it, and let it release its own juice, let it cook a bit in its own juice before I add some water. Here I'm adding some fresh thyme. Here I am adding some potatoes. You can add more if you want, or you can do the chana with potatoes. I didn't have the time to do it, so I'm putting few potatoes in the curry. After, I'm going in with some more fresh green seasoning, and you can add salt to taste. And also, you don't have to throw all the water at once like how I did. Like when I'm cooking offline, I would just throw some water and then I'll go back and add some more. Yeah, but it's your preference. So you're going to cook that some more, let it absorb some of that green seasoning and salt, and you take it off. And I do not mind the chicken breaking up in mine as well. Now with the pumpkin tal curry, first I'm adding some oil to the pot, and you can use whatever oil you want, coconut, vegetable, whatever oil you prefer. Then I'm adding my onion. I'm sauteing the onion and some habanero peppers. Then I'm going in with my garlic, then the chopped pumpkin, saute that, then the chopped pumpkin, I cut them very thinly. You're going to cook it on low heat. Here I'm going in with some green seasoning so you can get a little bit of flavor. Some cumin powder, And then later I'm adding some salt to it. Then you are going to cook this until it's tender, and you are going to mash them. You are going to mash the pumpkin to a smooth consistency. My pumpkin didn't spring a lot of water, so I end up and have to add a little water to it so it can cook through. And I did it to a bit of a chunky consistency, but you can do it to a smooth consistency, okay? I'm adding some salt here, and then I'm going to mash it. So the consistency depends on you. And I don't have all the ingredients, so I just use what I got on hand. Now let's do the bust up shot. So I have my flour here in the bowl, and then I'm adding my baking powder and salt. Then I'm going in with some water, and that's like some warm water. Sometimes I use room temperature water as well. Then you are going to knead this to a soft walkable dough. Here I am going to cut the dough into 4 pieces. Then I'm going to shape them into circles. Put some butter on top, rub some butter on it. Then I'm going to add some flour, sprinkle some flour. Then I'm going to cut from middle to the end. Then I'm going to make a cone, tuck it down. Then I'm going to let them rest for about 30 minutes. After resting, I sprinkled my work surface area with some flour, and I continued doing so as I rolled, and I made a circle. And if you have a difficult time rolling out your dough, you just add flour, sprinkle some flour, and you continue rolling your dough. As you turn and turn, sprinkle some flour. Here I cover them with a damp paper towel. So whatever pan you decided to use, heat it on medium-low heat. Do not do very high heat, because you're going to burn the roti and it's going to be crispy. So you're going to add some oil, let it heat a bit, then you add your dough onto the pan, and you take your time and you cook it. I like mine a bit white, like no buns. If it have few buns, that's fine, but I don't like too much brown spots on mine. So I like to play with mine over, flip over, add some oil as I do in this to keep it hydrated and so forth. I like to make sure I raise the center, add some heat to the edge so they can cook, and that's how you go about and do it. So I'm here giving a gentle beating to the roti. Don't be afraid to beat it and rip it up. Another option people say you can do is like shake it in a mug or a bowl. That's totally up to you. And here I am continue doing the others. That's how I like it. You see, I'm making sure some heat goes to the edge, to the end. And of course, if you have a doubler, you can use it to bust it up. But I do not have any at hand. And they were so good, so soft, so silky. I really enjoy them. And well cooked. And don't forget flaky. So you're supposed to beat it hard so it can bust up, rip up a bit. I think I'm doing it correct here. And now my bust up shot is ready to eat. Look at this beautiful, vibrant plate. So delicious. I enjoyed every bit of it. And you know, I have to give my Trini friend a plate. And she was like, Sam, I need more roti. I said, no, 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 I'll finish. Thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed the video.